Iqbal Bhai is taking us today to one of the northernmost villages of India, which is 70 kilometers from Hundar in Ladakh's Nubra Valley. I have visited this village, Turtuk, reclaimed by India during the 1971 Indo-Pak War many times. In late March, just before the sowing season, in the middle of summer months when the fields are lush with crop, after the harvest, before the onset of harsh winter. But this is the first time I am seeing it under snow, a blanket of white with a shining Shyok river threading through it. This view is what I had come for this time. Same place, same spot, different views. After a cup of coffee with a family I've known for years, we walk through the village. Children are playing, women are going through the daily grind, and carefree donkeys, important income earners for villagers as they carry goods to various Indian Army posts high in the mountains, are frolicking in the snow. The weather though seems to be worsening. We thus cut our visit short and start our drive back to Hundar. The views are like one picture postcard after another. The snowscape is no doubt alluring, but at the same time is chilling in a concerning sort of way. One cannot let go here, one has to tread with caution. Nature here announces with no ambiguity, I am supreme, respect me, we agree. As I look out of the window the next morning in Hundar, there is an all-prevailing silence. The flakes fall without a whisper. The sun has been overpowered by clouds, and even the birds are mute. These two, too, seem to be walking on air, making no noise. After breakfast, we decide to take a walk through the village. We come across these camels, peeling off the poplar tree bark. They are lost in their own thoughts and unperturbed by the sudden change in weather. They seem satisfied in their world. The camels remind us of the sand dunes. We rush towards them. It is a sight. Snowfall on sand dunes, one that I do not seem to get over. The dunes are looking like miniature peaks. On a closer look though, you notice the wind patterns that define the dunes. They seem to be clinging to their individuality under this onslaught. The only animated thing in this kingdom of silence is the stream running through the dunes. It runs, but noiselessly. No one dares to disturb the prevailing calm. Beautiful to the core, yet slightly disquieting, as if there is something hiding in the clouds or behind the dunes that is keeping a keen, watchful eye on you. Overawed, we watch intently at the surreal scene unfolding in front of us. We seem to have got much more than we had expected.